Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's new makeup releases. So we are going to chat about the new makeup that's been released, announced and sneak peeked, and I'm going to let you know whether or not I want to pick it up, and you let me know in the comments whether or not you want to pick it up. And listen, it is okay if we disagree. Friends do not always agree, but friends are always respectful and kind towards each other, so do remember that when you are typing it out down in the comments. And if you want to see some more videos from me, do not forget to subscribe because I upload 5 videos a week all about makeup and beauty because that's just my passion. And I did film this look. I filmed it for, I'm thinking Instagram, maybe I'll put it on TikTok. Listen, I have no idea. I did use my palette with Oden's Eye together with a single shadow from Touch of Glam. I am filming my Touch of Glam swatching party after this, and I'm hoping to have that up next week. If not next week, it's gonna be the week after, but it's getting filmed. See, now I have put it out there, now I need to do it. Look, I've been tired this week. All I want to do is sleep in. But here we are. So we are going to dive into the new makeup. Do I have any of the new makeup? Oh, I do. I have the Colourpop stuff. Wait, let me get that one. Wait, let me scoochie. Am I breaking into something? I don't think so. Okay, let me first quickly talk about this one. This is the Heather Austin and Adept Cosmetics palette. It has been out of stock, but it is being restocked today, Friday, as you're watching this. I will leave some info down below. Heather Austin is one of my dear friends. I love this palette, and if you did want to pick it up and you were waiting for a restock, this is your sign. This is your sign for a restock. I will put the info in the description box. Now let me go get that Colourpop and Star Wars collection because I actually got sent that one and I'm very excited. And if you're wondering about this makeup look, I will put all the things that I have on my face and on my eyes in a pinned comment, and all of the things that I'm going to be talking about in this episode, it's going to be in the description box. So don't forget to check the description box for all the info, including my socials, my merch store, my vlog channel, and check the pinned comment to see the things that are on my face and my eyes. So I did get sent this as PR from Colourpop. I was very, very grateful because you know that I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars and I had so much fun playing with this. So this is the palette right here. I do think that some of these items are out of stock, but I will link down below, and also I will link my video as well if you want to see swatches and if you want to see 2 looks, because I did 2 eye looks with this palette. But I know that Ulta said that they were going to stock this. I don't remember the date, but check the description box for some info because I know I got a mail, or did I see it on Twitter? I don't know. But Ulta's gonna have this collection as well. Check the description box for some more info. I did see some people saying that they thought that this one looked like the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse and also like the Avatar palette. Let me go fetch those because I own both of those palettes and we can compare and we can see whether or not these are similar. So let's start with the Avatar palette first. This is the one that came out a couple of weeks ago. I do have a video about this one as well. This is the Avatar The Last Airbender and Colourpop. So let's see how similar they are. Okay, so they do have a couple of similarities. I would say that the blues in the Star Wars palette is darker. Overall, the Star Wars palette is darker than the Avatar palette. I will also say that the Avatar palette leans a lot more yellow, like leaning neutrals, and there's a lot of silver and more cool tone shades in the Star Wars palette. I honestly think that these together would make a really good combo. I think the red in the Avatar palette is lighter and not as bright and clear like true red as in the Star Wars palette. They have a similar vibe, but I don't think that I would find any dupes. But yeah, there's definitely a similar vibe in this one. And I feel like doing a palette based on the 4 elements, I mean, you kind of have to include some blue and red, and doing a palette based on, wait, let me put it like this so you can say based on the like retro Star Wars, you kind of have to do some red and blue as well. I think that sometimes we forget that these like kind of collabs, they're made with this specific target audience in mind, like people that love the Avatar and people that love Star Wars. And if you happen to love both, maybe you'd get both palettes, but I don't think a lot of people would like get this one and this one. They're a little bit similar. Let's also look at the Eternal Eclipse because this one I feel like I agree a little less. Because yes, it does have some blues, but in this one the blues are even darker and there's no reds in this one. I do feel like when it comes to the silvers and the browns, there are definitely some similarities, but there are no reds in the Lunar Beauty palette. So maybe without the reds, there's a similarity. I could see that. I feel like the Eternal Eclipse goes even darker though, because the blues are even darker and the browns are even darker, but there are some similarities. There's also some grays in this one, which they're not. Yeah. I maybe there are some similarities. I think I got maybe hung up on that there is a lot of reds in this one because there are 3 red shadows in this one and there's no red shadows in the Luna Beauty. Okay, you got me. There are actually some similarities between these palettes. Maybe don't be the monster like me that owns all of them. But I was super excited to receive this collection because I love Star Wars. I really do. I love old Star Wars. I love new Star Wars. I love all of it. And yeah, I will leave the video down below where I am using these in case you're interested in seeing swatches of all the other items as well. But spoiler alert, I do think that this is a good quality. I think that this is a decent quality. If you like Star Wars, if you like this color scheme, I don't think you'd be disappointed in the products if you bought them. I have not purchased any makeup myself for 2 weeks. I didn't buy anything the last week of April and I still have not bought anything in May. I feel pretty good about that. I mean, reviewing makeup is what I do for a living and I just had a lot of things that I was catching up with, a lot of things that I have that I wanted to play with. So I haven't purchased anything this week. If you bought anything this week, let me know what you bought and what you think about it. There are some, I mean, doing collabs with franchises that are not necessarily known for makeup is pretty much what all brands do at this point. And I think they're all just throwing things at the wall, hoping something will pull at our heartstrings and for us to be, I mean, as excited about makeup or as excited about a collab as I am with the Star Wars. Because let's be honest, I was very excited about the Star Wars collab. I was very excited about Winnie the Pooh collab. I was excited about the Avatar collab as well because since then I've watched the entire series and I really do love it. I did finish Korra as well. I don't love the Korra series as much. I kind of find Korra kind of frustrating. I don't like the character development really on her. 100%. I do like the ending though. I really like the ending with her and Asami. Big fan of that one. But some collabs are just out here doing the most and I am a little bit confused about some of them. So Hip Dot is collabing with Noodle Soup. I think this is a specific brand of noodles though, and it is Hip Dot and Cup Noodles. Isn't it Cup Noodles? Is it Cup Noodles and we have just been saying Cup Noodles? I don't know. I'm not American. I have no idea what you're doing. Part of me is like, who asked for this? And then part of me is like, well, at least it's something new. And I honestly don't know what side is winning. At this point, nothing surprises me. If this had come out in 2018, I would have been like, who the actual fluff asked for this? Are you on drugs? Now I'm just like, it's another food themed makeup. Like nothing surprises me at this point. It's like, they had hot sauce, now they're doing noodles. It's what to be expected. And maybe this is like where we're going at this point. Like nothing surprises us. Nothing even makes me raise an eyebrow. If I could, I mean, I can a little bit. Botox is kind of preventing me. But it's like, I don't know. Okay, so Noodle Soup. Good for you. I think those are like lip and cheek tints and those little spicy sauce things that just looks like... I hate it and love it at the same time. I'm not gonna buy it. I think there's even some pressed glitters in here. The color scheme is very 35-0, but make it smaller and also put in pressed glitters that nobody asked for. The marketing pictures makes me kind of crave Noodle Soup, but also doesn't make me want to buy this eyeshadow palette. I don't know. Like I said, nothing surprises me anymore. And part of me is like, oh, okay, that's new, I guess, but it's not innovative. That's where we are right now. Like, what would a makeup company... Throwing it out there. What kind of a collab does a makeup company have to do for you to be like, oh, okay? Because I feel like 2 years ago this would have been it, but now I'm just like, another one bites the dust. Because we also have Glamlite and Frosties. Wait, they're not called Frosties in the US. They're called Frosted Flakes. Doesn't really roll off the tongue now, does it? It's a little clunky. Frosted Flakes. In Sweden, they're called Frosties. Please let me know what these are called in your country. In my country, they're called Frosties. Is this the third cereal? I feel delirious. So this is the third cereal collab. I'm guessing oatmeal is having its moment in 2023. Will say though, Frosties aside, I'm not a cereal junkie. I liked Rice Krispies, and I really like those rings that have honey. Cheerios? Are they called that? I would love some Cheerios right now. They have those in the US, right? The honey rings. I would love that. Rice Krispies, I really liked. Cheerios, I really liked. Frosties were never for me, but I also hated the sweet milk. It became too sweet, and that's why I liked Rice Krispies, because it didn't change the milk. So I never really liked Frosties. My grandmother always had Frosties at home though, because for some reason I think she thought we loved it, but we didn't. Will say though, I love the color scheme of this palette. All things aside, there's some lip duo, there's a highlighter, that's all fine and dandy. I love the color scheme of this eyeshadow palette. I am affiliated with Glamlite. I do have a code with Glamlite. The code is Angelica. I will leave the info to that down below. I think this is being released. Is this already available? Is this available? 7th. Is that today? Is that today? Or is it tomorrow? It's releasing on the 7th of May. And like I said, you can use my code. You will get 15% off. I don't know if this is being sent to me in PR or not, but if it is, I'm definitely doing a video on it because I love the orange and blue with a white and a black. Love it. Big fan, because this is something that I have been wanting Glamlite to do, but that they haven't really done. And that is a curated color story that is not all neutral, all monochromatic, or all rainbow. This is really good. I really love this color story. There are 3 oranges, there is 1 brown, 1 gold, 1 white, 1 black, and a couple of blues going from light to dark, mattes and shimmers. Big fan. Big fan. I really think that this palette is beautiful. Do I love the Frosties, or I'm sorry, Frosted Flake collab? I mean, it's very on brand. Glamlite is a food themed makeup brand, basically the ones that did it first, at least I think the ones that popularized it. And the owner of Glamlite, I'm pretty sure she said that this was her favorite cereal, like growing up, or maybe even now. I'm not 100% sure about the backstory. So I mean, it makes sense. I love that the palette is a rectangular palette. I really like the look of that palette. How do you feel? Would you like to see me review it? Because I do like the Glamlite formula. I'm not 100% sure if I'm getting this in PR. Should I just buy it? Is it available? Is it available? I like it. I like the color story a lot. Highlighter and lip duo, I can live without it. It's fun, it's cute. If you love the cereal, maybe you'd like it. I don't hate it. But that palette, I love the color story. Speaking of color stories, let's talk about a color story that confuses me to no end. I honestly don't know what to think about this. This is supposedly a new palette from Plouise. And this comes from me. You can see what I'm wearing today. You can see everything on me today. I love greens, and I love yellowy greens, and I love lime greens, and I love all kinds of these like bright greens and yellows. And even I look at this and think, that's too much. That's doing too much. And I mean, I would probably love owning something like this, but there's no need for all of these shades. And I feel like sometimes we forget that these are powders, not metal. Like, you can mix them together. Like, this crease is made with 2 different greens. If you mix them together, they become a middle green. Like, any good eyeshadow can be mixed together. I will say though that some really bad quality eyeshadows, you can't mix them together, but you don't need to have 5 colors to make a gradient. Sometimes 2 is enough, and I feel like some of these palettes, they're just overdoing it. We don't need that big of a gradient. It's okay to jump over a couple of steps in the gradient. Like, we can mix them ourselves, because here we have a palette with 2 million yellows and greens, and it's like, it's doing too much. This could have been a 12-pan palette. That would have been awesome. Going from mustard to vanilla to yellow to moss to lime. Love that for you, but this is doing too much, in my humble opinion. And that's just me. And even looking at this, I'm guessing there's some darker shades as well. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's doing too much. Here's something that Somebody tagged me in this and they were basically like, is this the time that you're gonna try Violet Voss? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think this is a really nice Violet Voss palette. This is a yellow, brown, rosy burgundy palette. I do think though it looks like there is a pressed glitter in here, and I'm not gonna try Violet Voss for the first time with the pressed glitter, but I love that there are 2 matte yellows, 2 shimmery yellowy golds, there are 2 browns, and then there are 4 like peachy burgundy-ish shades. I like this. This is a curated neutral palette with a twist, and I like it. I don't know if that is a pressed glitter though, the other one, but I like it. And also the packaging is pretty nice for being Violet Voss. I mean, Violet Voss is known for having pretty gaudy, looks like it was made in paint packaging, and I like this palette. It looks pretty, it looks curated. I'm not loving the fact that it looks like there's a pressed glitter, but maybe it isn't a pressed glitter, but I like it. Am I gonna buy it? I don't think so, because like I said, I'm trying to use the stuff I have that I really enjoy. I'm in the process of reviewing a lot of stuff, and I also have a bunch of ideas for videos that I'm looking forward to filming that doesn't require me buying new stuff. So I'm trying to just get through those videos right now. So I'm trying to not buy anything this week, although I will say I might buy that Glamlite thing. Because if there's anything that I would really want, it is that palette, because I think that palette is really inspiring. But you're gonna have to let me know about that. Let's quickly talk about this one. This isn't a brand that I'm shopping from. I'm not supporting Jeffree Star Cosmetics, but Jeffree Star Cosmetics is releasing a banana fetish collection. And I love yellow. I just said that. I love yellow, and I love the scent of banana. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Had this not been Jeffree Star Cosmetics, I would have bought one of those banana scented things, because some of these things are banana scented. I probably would have bought that because I am a sucker for banana scented things. But if you are too, just buy the Too Faced Pillowy Balm. There's a banana pillowy balm. Absolutely beautiful, smells wonderful, looks great on the lips. Mine is living in my purse. If you're also like me and you love banana and you don't want to buy from Jeffree Star, try that one because it's really nice. I think this collection is pretty meh, if I'm gonna be honest. That palette with the pop of icy blue and the pop of bright pink. Why is there only one blue and one pink? What am I supposed to do with that? And then there are so many other similar tones. Again, this could have been a 12 pan palette. This could have been a 9 pan palette. And Jeffree Star is pretty known for having excessive over-the-top packaging, and you're basically paying for the packaging. And here it looks like he did it in paint, and I'm like, wait, you found a clip art picture with a banana and you just put it on the front? Like, what, are you out of money? Can you not afford to make exciting packaging anymore? I don't hate the idea. I love yellow. I love yellow as a color. I love banana scented things. I'm not supporting the brand though, but that packaging is really boring. Really, really boring, and the palette is just unnecessarily big and repetitive. These are just my honest opinions. If you love it, listen. If you love it, go buy it. Spend your money however you want to. Not for me though. I forgot to mention this last week. I feel like a lot of people love Lancome mascaras, and I remember when I was younger, I'm thinking early 20s, someone told me that like Lancome mascaras was the only mascara that was like any good. So I remember for a really long time, was it the Hypnôse that I was buying? I think my mom was buying the Hypnôse too. I like it. It's a really good mascara, but now they're coming out with another mascara, and I have not tried a Lancome mascara in years. I have no idea if they're still good at mascara, I'm gonna be honest. I've found other favorite mascaras that I'm using at this point, but they're coming out with a new version of the Hypnôse. So this is the Le Ouïe? Is that? Am I remembering my French correctly? Le Ouïe Hypnôse Volume Serum Mascara. Serum mascara? Okay. For volume that takes care of your lashes in depth. Okay, so it's like a caring mascara that, like, I don't know, does something for your lashes over time. Black Balm. Okay, so it's like a nourishing mascara. I have no idea if this is going to be good or not. Zendaya looks absolutely stunning in the promo pic, let me tell you that. But I think this is available. I will link it down below. Maybe you're the person that still loves Lancome mascaras and want to try another one. Juvia's Place is also coming out with a new collection. I have not really been keeping up with the Juvia's Place drama that played out a couple of months ago. I know that they did apologize. I know that the apology didn't go over too well. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just, I don't know, Google it. I'm not going to go through it again. I'm not the kind of person that really cancels a brand. I'm more the person that takes a break from a brand. I want to keep brands accountable for things that they do. I sometimes take breaks from brands, sometimes really long breaks. Sometimes I take shorter breaks. I just want to see what happens and how things work out, and I want to see like how they learn. First and foremost, I want to see that they don't keep doing the same mistake or a similar kind of mistake. Yes, everyone can hear you. Everyone can hear you. Let's show everyone how beautiful you are. You want to show your beautiful face? Not really. Not really. You're so pretty. Did you wake up? Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe you should nap. Maybe you can nap under the table. So I've not really been keeping up with what's been going on with Juvia's Place. I'm just kind of hoping that they took this as a learning experience to maybe hire new blood. Maybe it's an opportunity to have a lecture or something on the company. I mean, I'm the naive person that always thinks that people will take mistakes as a learning experience, because I like to think that I'm the person that takes mistakes as a learning experience. But they are releasing a new collection, and I did get a bunch of tags in this one, and this is the Nubian Earth collection, and this is a neutral collection, and they're doing a neutral sandy brown collection. And I will say, for being a neutral palette, and you know I'm not the one that like gushes over neutral palette, it does go from really light to really dark, shimmers and mattes. Don't hate the concept. It's not a palette that I would be reaching for, so I think I'm gonna skip this one. And there also are some lipsticks, and you know that the Juvia's Place Bullet lipsticks are some of my favorites. They're actually really, really good quality, and there's also some glosses. It all looks really pretty. I don't think that this is something that I'm picking up. You're gonna have to let me know down in the comments if you think that this looks good. And there's another neutral collection that's also, is this available or is this coming soon? This is the Gilded Desert, and this is from Morphe. It says coming soon. I guess this is coming out in a bit. They are releasing some single highlighters and single bronzers. I do really love that kind of concept. And I have tried highlighters from Morphe, didn't love them. I've tried bronzers from Morphe. The one that I tried, really, really good quality. I really enjoyed mine. And then there is a true Morphe style, a really big palette that does go from really light to really dark. I mean, I wish that they would have gone the Juvia's route and just made this a 12-pan palette, because there are a lot of people out there that do want an all brown palette, and I don't mind the gradient in this one, but there's just too many similar shades. This didn't need to be a 35-pan palette. Do like the concept of the bronzers though, but the bronzers that I am intrigued by are actually the upcoming single bronzers, highlighters, and blushes from Sigma Beauty. These I was able to take a peek at when I was at Sigma Beauty headquarters. If you want to see what these look like, they're actually fully visible in both my Sigma Beauty vlog on my vlog channel, and they're also fully visible in the, was that a TikTok? I think I did a mini like travel TikTok or like event TikTok. Yeah, I did an event TikTok on my TikTok. I've been really active on TikTok lately. Please do check me out on TikTok. I have been having so much fun there. And these are stunning. I've seen them in real life. The range looks beautiful. It goes from fair to deep. Everything looks really beautiful. The blushes are matte and shimmery. And this is the kind of collection that I was like, because this is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for from Sigma, and this is what I've been saying in all of my videos where I've been reviewing cheek products from Sigma. I wish they would come out with singles. Please let them come out with singles. And when I was there, they actually told me that me repeating this again and again in my videos was one of the reasons that they decided to go with singles, because I think we can all agree that at this point, we kind of just want to buy the one or the two shades. We don't want to have a full palette, especially with bronzers and highlighters. And they also did tell me that, you remember that like highlighter palette that they had what was it called? The one that had like yellowy golden highlighters. It was absolutely stunning. I loved the formula, and I said I wish that this would come out as singles. Some of those shades in this exact formula is now in singles in this collection, and I am thrilled. Some are new shades, some are old shades that are from palettes. These are absolutely stunning, and I am just so excited that these are coming out. You can tell this is something that I've been waiting for, because Sigma does have a really good blush, highlighter, and bronzer formula, and now they're finally like out in singles, and I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm getting these in PR or not, but if I'm not getting them in PR, this is one of the items that I'm definitely going to be picking up, because I am so excited, and swatching these, very excited. I don't have a release date as I'm filming this, but they did say that they were releasing in May, so they're coming sometime during May, and I do have a code with Sigma as well. My code is Angelica if you want to save 10%. I am really excited about this release, because especially that highlighter formula in singles, absolutely yummy. There are some pen liners coming from MAC. I think these are available already. These are Color Access gel pencil. Sometimes I get asked, like, what is that accent? I'm like, oh, it's English not being my first language. That's the accent. This is in 12 shades, is an ultra pigmented, waterproof gel pencil liner with 24 plus hours of wear on lids and 12 hours of wear in waterlines. That's really nice. That pastel yellow, I could be persuaded to get that, because that looks like a shade that I would actually use a lot. That is available now. I'll link it down below. I might get that pastel yellow, or at least put it in my like loves list or favorites or hearts or whatever brands are calling it nowadays, because that looks really nice. Charlotte Tilbury has released something that is, and I realize this isn't for me. This isn't marketed towards people that treat makeup the way that I treat it, and this is a on-the-go kit. It is a portable, refillable, quick and easy makeup kit. I don't do this. If I can't do my makeup and sit down and enjoy doing my makeup, I'm not gonna do my makeup. I don't do my makeup on the go. I don't pull out makeup and like, I'm not that person. If I can't do it the way that I enjoy it, I'm just gonna have no makeup. I feel very comfortable having no makeup. I feel very pretty and confident in absolutely zero makeup. So for me, this doesn't make any sense, because this is a, it's like an eye wand, a lip and cheek wand, and a highlighter wand. It's one of those like on the go, a little on your eyes, a little on your lips, a little on your cheeks. I'm not that person. I'm not that person, and I will never shame anyone that is that person. I just know that this is one of those things that in theory it sounds like something good, but in practice I would never use it. I would never use anything like this, because I want to sit down and I want to do my makeup the way that I enjoy doing my makeup, not because I need to look a specific way. I do my makeup because it's fun, and I would rather not do my makeup on the go. I would just rather be on the go, you know, reading a book or something. So this isn't for me. It's an easy pass for me. Adept Cosmetics has come up with some news, and these are lashes. These are Vices and Virtues. It's a lash collection. I'm guessing the lighter side, or so like lighter lashes, and then the orange side is like more fluffy full lashes. Just from looking at these lashes where I see them here, none of these seem to be the kind of lash that I like. I don't like I like a lash that's spiky. I like a lash that's long, but I don't like a full lash. So maybe the one that's called Darling could be for me. Maybe the one that's called Saint, depending on how it looks. But I am very picky with my lashes. I like lashes that are long but not thick. That's not what she said, but that's what I prefer. These are available now. They are $12 a pair. I will try my hardest to keep your favorites in stock. Unfortunately, I can't promise anything because it's always up to other factors for now. But these are permanent styles. Okay, so these are not limited edition. I do have a code with Adept Cosmetics as well. My code is Angelica, and you can use that to get 10% off. There is a new palette from Clarity Cosmetics, and this is a 9-pan palette. And I gotta say, I really love the theme of this palette. I feel like it's a theme I've never heard before. And this is Evil Mermaid palette. Do you remember, was that 2017? 2016 maybe? when mermaids and unicorns was like everywhere and people were like, enough. I will say Evil Mermaid, I feel I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the emo mermaid. I've never tried Clarity Cosmetics myself. I do know my friend Karen Harris has a bunch of videos on Clarity Cosmetics on her website. Color story seems very cute. It's a blue, purple, teal palette. I don't think that this is going to be something that I'm going to pick up because, like I said, I'm trying to pick up as little as possible right now just because I'm catching up with the things that I already have and that I enjoy. And if I am going to pick up anything, I think it's going to be, like I said, that Frosties. Oh, forgot. Frosted Flakes palette. This had me wondering. Trendmood posted about this, and it is Haus Labs is, I think, rebranding because they've basically taken all the info away from their Instagram page. And Lady Gaga was basically saying stock up on your favorites before they disappear or something like that. And I have heard rumors. Someone sent me a DM saying that they had heard rumors that Lady Gaga's Haus Laboratories is actually going to change from being an Amazon brand to being a Sephora brand. I don't know if this is true or not. I will say, Haus Labs has potential. There's so much that could be done with a brand by Lady Gaga because she is, according to me, amazing. Like, I love Lady Gaga. I love everything about her. I love everything about how her style has evolved. And I really feel like it has potential. And I will be super happy if she rebrands, even if it's not for Sephora, even if it's for whatever, and just rebranding and giving the brand its full potential. So I am excited. Announcement will happen May 8th. And even Trendmood is saying it looks it's coming to Sephora. So I guess that she got that inside scoop as well. So yeah, that's really exciting. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is exciting? If they rebrand, I think this is something that I want to try. I'm excited. I haven't tried Haus Laboratories yet, but if they rebrand, I think this might be it. I did show you this last week as like a last minute release. Usually I never have any last minute releases anymore. Before, when I was living in Sweden, I did film these on Thursdays and I edited them on Fridays and I put them up on late afternoon my time, Sweden. But now I film them on Thursdays and I edit them on Thursday after lunch because right now it's just before lunch, and then I put them up on Friday morning my time. So usually there are not any late breaking releases because they will have to break during my lunch break. Literally, the brands would have to announce something in between me filming while I'm eating my lunch before I start editing. And last week that actually did happen, and that was that Too Faced was announcing that they were going to have a Better Than Chocolate collection. It is coming soon. Apparently this is going to be their summer collections, I'm guessing June, July something. And this is a Better Than Chocolate eyeshadow palette, Better Than Sex mascara in a brown shade, Better Than Sex liquid liner again in a brown shade. There's a bronzer, and then there are some lipsticks and some, of course, lip injections because that's apparently their bread and butter. Again, like I said with the Juvia's Place collection, like I said with the Morphe collection, all brown palettes are very in style. There was a period of time when we were doing a lot of orangey browns, red browns, burgundies, and I feel like now when people are releasing in neutral palettes, it's either mauves or all brown palettes, and people seem to be loving it. I mean, trends come and go even in neutrals, and I feel like we're having a brown era. This one does have the obligatory brown and purple pops that Too Faced just have to have. So I don't know how original this is for being a Too Faced palette, but Too Faced does have a very strong hold on the neutral makeup consumers, so I'm sure that this palette will sell. This doesn't look like something I want to try though. Maybe the lipsticks, because I have heard good things about that formula, and if they're coming out with some brownie shades, I could be down for that. This is something that I'm really enjoying as a Pride Month release, and this is from Vanessa Myers, and she is releasing one of her Infinite Chrome Flakes in the shade Pride, which is like a full-on rainbow in a flaky. I have no idea like if and when and how she is helping the LGBTQ community. That's really hard for me to say, especially when it's not in my language. But I will say that I think this is really beautiful. And I feel like Vanessa Myers is one of those brands that wouldn't just release something like this without donating. So I would just check back on her site to see how she is helping out the community. But I will say, As a Pride Month release, this is one of the best ones I have seen to date. Releasing in multichrome in a full rainbow for Pride Month, genius. Oh, and it's already available. I will link it down below. This is also a brand that I'm very intrigued by, and I think I will try out this brand as well once I'm able to see more about this. This is from Hot Fire Makeup, and they are showing a first peek at the new brand that is Half Magic Beauty, which is created by the head makeup artist of Euphoria. Still have not seen Euphoria. I did tell you that watching stuff that is about drug addiction is a little bit triggering for me, not because I've been battling with it, but because I did have people around me when I was growing up that did, so I didn't think the show was for me, and you did tell me, if so, no, the show is not for you, so thank you so much for letting me know about that. But these are some sneak peeks about the makeup that's coming, and I will say, even though I've never seen Euphoria as, like, the series, all the looks and the trends that have come from the series, I can truly appreciate that. And I think just by the sneak peek, I can tell that this is going to be something that I'm probably going to enjoy. It seems playful, it seems colorful, it seems to be just a little bit outside the normal path that makeup takes. And I appreciate that because I love experimenting a little bit. So I think this is something that I could be interested in. Oh, this is coming May as well. That's interesting. As soon as I know more about this, as soon as I have actual product pictures, I will let you know in one of those Friday episodes that I'm having here on my channel. But I will say, this is very exciting to me. I think that this looks like something that I would enjoy. Let me talk about one last thing, and that is that Alicia Keys brand that is called Keys is now releasing color cosmetics. I know a lot of people were not thrilled to hear this because Alicia Keys did make a very public statement that she was like no longer wearing makeup, like she was pretty the way she was, and I fully respect that. I don't think that we should be wearing makeup because we think we are prettier with makeup. I think that we should be wearing makeup because it is a creative outlet, and I really hope that this is where she has landed now, that she has decided to go back to wearing some makeup again. But I don't know, like I don't know Alicia Keys, I have no idea about that, but she is inspired by the colors of naturally flushed cheeks and some lip balms with color. It seems like she's more going the, you know, the no makeup or like clean beauty thing, and I feel like, so is it enhancing your beauty or is it because it's fun? I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that when she was so vocal about not wanting to enhance or change anything. But I will say, like my grandfather said, "En är inte sämre människa än kan ändra sig," which basically means I am not worse enough that I can change my mind. Like, a bitch can change her mind. Like, she can change her mind. I've changed my mind about a lot of things in life, so I'm not holding that against her. These products look like Glossier. And that's not really my makeup aesthetics. I like my makeup to be seen. I will say though that orangey cheeky blush looks really pretty, but I don't think that this is going to be the kind of makeup that's for me. I like my makeup to be seen. I like visible makeup, but everyone has different aesthetics, and if you like that, like Glossier there but almost not there makeup, maybe this could be for you. This is coming soon to both their website and Ulta. I will leave down below where you'll be able to find this. And I think that was everything for this week. There's a pupper here. Let me try and not run him over. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts. If you have any thoughts, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear what you think about these releases. I am always open to hearing your opinions, as you are open to hearing my opinions. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to check your subscriptions. I've been getting a lot of comments, DMs, messages lately saying that you have been unsubscribed from my channel, even though you didn't actively unsubscribe. This is a known bug at YouTube. This is something that they have been doing for years, but YouTube seems to think that it's not a bug. Listen. A lot of creators have asked YouTube about this, but they seem to think that this is not a problem. But if you think you are subscribed to my channel, just double check and see if you actually are, because this is a bug that comes and goes, and I've noticed that lately I've been getting a lot of comments about this, so I think it's something that's going on right now. Not that I'm seeing it in my subscription numbers, but just make sure to check the subscription button to see if you're actually still subscribed. And also YouTube, if you're watching this, could you like just take a peek into this, because it's been going on for years now and I keep getting these comments, and Yeah, it's actually a thing. Anyways, I hope you're having an absolutely amazing Friday. Please take care of yourselves, and I will see you again on Monday for a new video. Bye!